can take you a lot of places.
Back in the book segment tonight, as we told you in the Talking Points memo, hard drug use is an epidemic now in America. There are many reasons, but the situation pretty much out of control. Prince may have been another victim of this. With us, Alan Colmes in for Geraldo this evening and Eric Bolling. So, had a lively debate with Kirsten Powers on top. Well, people saw that. Respectful, but I feel very strongly that if my children were addicted to heroin and I knew who was selling them the heroin, I would not consider it a non-violent action. How about you?
Oh, I think you have to go hard on drug dealers, distributors.
Even the punks in the street? Even
the punks in the street. I don't think it has anything to do with race. It has to do with what they're doing. They're providing access for kids, people, to hurt themselves.
And why does the left see it differently and is trying to diminish the harmfulness of their actions?
Well, Russell Simmons tried to make it about race. He said more blacks are incarcerated than whites, therefore it must be racist.
But that's a big issue.
Yeah, because maybe the more blacks are committing more of the same crimes. It's still illegal to sell heroin. It's still illegal to illegally sell opiates.
May not be much longer, Colmes, you know, the way the trends are going in this country.
The problem is that drugs should not be illegal. Once you have them illegal,
But now you're in a flight of fancy because they are illegal.
Well, no, but we've started to legalize marijuana, which is a good thing. It's helped the economies of certain states.
Not according to the drunk driving stats in Colorado that we introduced yesterday.
But economically.
44% up on the THC pullovers in Colorado. Now, if your children are killed by a person driving under the influence of pot, I think you're going to change your opinion.
Same thing with alcohol. We have a number of substances that are illegal.
You can't just keep falling back to the alcohol argument. We have an epidemic now of hard drug use in this country. And this pop star Prince, we don't want to speculate. And by the way, the reason I'm not doing that, and every other program is doing that, is because I feel badly for the family. And I'm not going to report anything that we don't know to be true. The coroner is doing the investigation. The coroner will release his reports and we'll take a look at it. But I don't think there's any question that after an operation that Prince had, that he was taking some substances that may have impacted here. That's all we're going to say. But this situation is, millions of people have had to deal with this over the decades.
Can I add something to what you said in Talking Points? Yes, you have to stay hard on the people who are distributing the stuff, no doubt. But on the use side, there's another argument to be made. In Gloucester, Massachusetts, the police chief decided, let's try, if you are a user, bring your stuff in, we're not going to arrest you, we're going to give you help. And in 3 months, they took 153 people off the street.
For that.
Yeah,
I'm for
very
that.
good idea. We need to make that more robust.
And the problem is that criminalization does not reduce drug use. People are in and out of jail all the time. Cato Institute's done all kinds of studies.
You're always going to have drug addicts, and you're always going to have people drug involved. But you know what they did in Singapore to stop it?
Well, yeah, they used to cane people for using marijuana. Is that the kind of punishment?
No. Do you know what they've done to stop the drug use in Singapore? Do you know?
Well, tell me.
Forced rehabilitation. So therefore, if you are caught in a commission of a crime in Singapore and you are drug tested, as everybody is, and you test for opiates, hard drugs, you go to rehabilitation for 21 months. 21 months. Take you right off the street.
Very expensive, though. Very expensive.
It's a small, Singapore's a small island.
The amount of drug users
Okay, but just listen to this. Listen to this. So what does that do? Take the user off the street. What does that do? Collapses the market. The market collapses. So there's no one to sell to. And nobody wants to go for 21 months in rehab in Singapore. So they've solved the problem. Plus, they hang heavyweight drug dealers. They hang them in public so people see
Another way to hurt the market is when you decriminalize it, you take the crime out of it. The prices go down.
Well, look, you can flood the marketplace with legal narcotics. You can do that. But the harm to the public safety is going to be off the charts. If you do that, as Switzerland found out. Now, why is now the media glorifying drug use? They are. They're glorifying it.
I don't know if they're glorifying.
You don't think so?
No, I don't know if they are. I mean, every time a drug death like this happens.
Beside me, is there any high-profile commentator on television that's anti-drug?
No.
Beside me?
Certainly not as anti-drug as you are.
I think this will go in a different direction. We're seeing legalization of marijuana. It's going to lead to legalization of other drugs. That's a better public policy. We're spending $40 billion a year in this country on going after
ridiculous.
Drugs.
To make drugs even more available in the United States is insane. considering the problem we have now, it's just going to lead to more people involving themselves in this. We already have a zombified society. We already do.
If we took the
You
money
don't
we
see the
spend going
difference?
after these people, $40 billion, and put it toward
You don't see the difference between
rehabilitation,
legalizing
we'd be in
marijuana
much
and
better shape.
legalizing opiates, heroin, OxyContin.
Obviously doesn't.
Well, actually, by legalizing the harder drugs, you're reducing crime. That's even got a better
No one's
benefit.
ever that I know of died from overdosing on marijuana. And as Bill pointed out, 28,000 died.
That's
last
why
year
we
on
have to put our
heroin
money
alone.
toward rehabilitation and helping
Yeah,
people.
well, some people don't want to be rehabbed. All right, gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you.
Fact and tip of the day, which